The compact front-wheel drive Chevy Nova made its debut in the mid-1980s and offered itself in sedan and hatchback body styles. Being assembled alongside the Toyota Corolla, the 1985 Chevy Nova shared a platform and the engine with its Japanese counterpart. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Chevy Nova from the 1980s, a compact car that used an old nameplate but offers solid reliability and excellent build quality that rivaled foreign automakers. So grab a vanilla Coke, kick back, and let's get down to the nitty-gritty. There was a time when General Motors found itself struggling to compete with compact car offerings from the likes of Honda, Nissan, and various foreign automakers. Long story short, the execs at General Motors proposed a plan to establish New United Motor Manufacturing Incorporated with Japanese automotive juggernaut Toyota. In the mid-1980s, General Motors officially established this partnership with Toyota. NUMMI allowed GM to witness the process of how a Japanese manufacturer could produce high-quality cars at a competitive price. Using a discarded GM plant in Fremont, California, NUMMI's first product would be a new generation Chevy Nova. Toyota would benefit from this as well. The partnership gave the Japanese manufacturer a site in North America, which would lead to the production of its Corolla in the same facility. The collaboration yielded Corolla-based cars sold under GM brands. The Nova and Corolla would be platform mates. That said, the Nova utilized the AE82 Corolla platform, which GM redesignated as the S platform. To be clear, the Nova was actually the US version of a Toyota Corolla model known as the Sprinter, a car that was available for the Japanese domestic market. 1985. This marked the first model year of the newly reintroduced Nova. In the beginning, only one body style was available, a contemporary 3-box sedan, which was sold only in the Midwest region. Not too long after, a 5-door hatch augmented the lineup, and sales expanded across North America.
You know, I love everything about this car.
New Chevy Nova. It's a lot more than you'd expect for the price.
Everything went as planned. Testing and evaluations proved the NUMMI-built Nova was just as well built as its Japanese stablemate. Toyota sourced a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine, which generated a tick over 70 horsepower, sending it to the front wheels. Buyers had a choice between a 5-speed manual and a 3-speed automatic. By 1988, Nova sales were not as high as Chevy anticipated. One factor was bland styling. The Nova, with its quad sealed beam headlamps and angular body, were unmistakably 1980s, while newly introduced compacts were sporting composite headlamps with more aerodynamic bodies for the upcoming decade. With all the blandness, more flavor was needed. So, for 1988, a sportier fuel-injected twin-cam model joined the lineup. Utilizing a dual overhead cam version of the 1.6-liter engine shared with the Corolla FX16, the engine cranked out a welcome 110 horsepower. The twin cam afforded the driver a 4-speed automatic rather than a 3-speed. As a way to hint at the car's sporting nature, there were now disc brakes, stiffer springs, gas-charged shocks, larger anti-sway bars, and additional suspension bracing, ultimately making the car capable of better handling. Despite all of this, the twin-cam model was limited and less than 4,000 units were produced. As far as appearance, the twin cam came in metallic black with a gray cloth interior and came only in sedan format. The NUMMI-built Nova will come to a close by the end of the 1980s. GM was more focused on revamping its marketing strategy. The new E90 Corolla platform was developed, and there will be yet another GM model built on that platform. The Nova nameplate would be dropped, and the new car would be rebranded as the Geo Prism. Check out our Geo Prism episode for all of the details. Making its debut in early 1989 for 1990, the first generation Geo Prism, like its Nova predecessor, was similar to the Toyota Corolla. The high-performance model, the Prism GSI, received an updated version of the 1.6-liter twin-cam Toyota engine, rated at 130 horsepower. This model served as the successor of the Nova twin-cam. Whereas the Nova twin-cam was produced in limited numbers, Numi produced as many Prism GSIs as dealerships ordered. This was mainly due to the aggressive marketing strategy of the new Geo brand, and as an added benefit, the new Geo Prism even sold in higher numbers. Although Numi produced high-quality cars at a relatively high rate, these models have all but disappeared from the road. To be quite frank, I have not seen one of these in person since the mid-90s. The final generation Nova was basically the polar opposite of the original. Nevertheless, they were great, reliable, and dependable daily drivers, thanks to the Toyota influence. As always, thanks for coming out to the show, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until next time, this is your host Rob, and thanks for tuning in to Antique Tags.